Shalom, shalom, wise solid speaking. Giving everyone a chance to get in here. Visit the website upscaleknowledge.org and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys put Vaseline on your lips because it's dry lip season. A lot of you guys' lips a little white right. Ain't nothing to do this. Every so often. Like I said, it's a little chilly in New York. Lips are lips are getting crusty, but this is not my business. Just a little advice. Chapstick only costs $1. Now I want to discuss some deep things. Hopefully everyone's in good spirits. I seen a debate, or a clip of a debate, and it had to do with unplanned pregnancy. Who's more responsible, men or women? And so let's start there. When you're dealing with baby making, if I'm not clear, let me know so I can lower the music. When you're dealing with baby making, it is all on the woman, meaning the woman is totally responsible, not the man or the boy. Now I know a lot of you guys that say that's biased. You're a man, so you're blaming it all on the woman. It's all on the woman because the woman has all of the, she has control over all the decisions. If a man and a woman agrees that they're gonna have sex and have a baby, the woman can renege, meaning 2-3 months down the line, she can say, I changed my mind and get an abortion. 2 or 3 months down the line, the man cannot say, I changed my mind. She has to agree. Let's say a man and a woman agrees to have sex with each other and not have a kid. The woman can change her mind, meaning she can get pregnant and say, you know what, I decided I'm keeping it. The man cannot turn around 2 or 3 months down the road and say, I know we decided that we not going to have kids, but since you're pregnant, I think you should keep it. She could say no. I'm giving you those examples so you can see the man has no say-so in no aspect of the baby making. He has no opportunity to renege or change his mind, nothing. The woman has all those options, meaning she can get pregnant and say, I know we agreed we was going to have a baby, but I changed my mind. He can't do that because he's not the one that have it. They can agree to have a baby, and she can say, well, I've changed my mind 30 days later. I'm not having it. I'm getting an abortion. He can't do that. In that, you can't say, well, they're both equally responsible in regards to baby making, because they're not. Only one of them has all the say-so. Now, on an individual level, if you're a man, you have to take that in consideration. Meaning, having a baby is a matter of you not having any say-so or true control overall. So you have to be careful when you're laying down with women. Because if she gets pregnant, whatever you guys agree on or whatever y'all are thinking, she can always change her mind and there's nothing you can do. and you don't have that same glory, meaning you can't change your mind and there's nothing she can do. She can do whatever she wants. In that, do you get my point? As a man, you have to be careful with who you lay down with. On the flip end, with the woman, because you have all the say so, you have to be responsible as well, meaning it's best that you can fully take care of yourself before you decide to have a baby, if you're a woman, because you have everything in play for you to be unfair, in that it's not likely a man's gonna stick around if being unfair is, what you do. And so, as individuals, both sides have to be responsible, but in terms of, you know how like they say like it takes two to make a baby? It do, but the decisions along the way are one-sided. In that, you get my point? And so if you're a young woman or a young man, you can't get anything off of blaming someone else. Meaning that's not going to change your circumstances. In that, the discussion truly doesn't matter. What matters is you have to live out your decisions and what you do. And you can complain about it to the whole world. You could tell everybody in life it's not fair, but you still have to live out your own decisions. Or sometimes other people's decisions if you give them that type of control over you. And so, be responsible. Now the problem with responsibility, kids ain't responsible. Young adults either. They're working towards that. In that, do you get my point? It's a problem that's never gonna be fixed. It's just a part of life. Like, babies are gonna be born. Salam, shalom, lama. I was gonna take a second out for you, but you're wasting my time. Now, where was that? Like I said, if you're young, there's nothing you can say to the young if you're older, because they're young. So we get mad at the young like they don't listen. They're young. You get my point? That basically mean they gonna make all the mistakes in life, or as many as they feel like they want to make before they feel like this is too much. I'ma listen. You ever hear a parent tell a kid like, talking to the kid like, do your decisions make sense to you? Or, like giving a kid a little insight, like, do that even make sense? I can't see how you would do that. The adult is looking from the adult mind. They're not looking from the kid mind and say, yeah, what you did makes perfect sense because you're a stupid kid. So, so you're gonna do. It's deep when you look at everything from perspective, meaning everything is controlled, but it's not truly a making sense thing. Everybody wants to make their point. Everyone wants to have the control. But it's about, you get it? Seeing the flow of life and, coming to terms with things. Meaning everybody's upset or bitter because y'all want to control. Y'all want to control y'all own lives, which y'all can, but I guess y'all don't know how. You want to control others. I have a desire to want to control every aspect of whatever y'all can for the true glory purpose, which is to control self. Be able to wake up, do whatever you want, say whatever you want, think however you want. Most people don't have that reality. They can't think what they want. They can't say what they want. When I say think what you want, you act what you think. But a lot of you guys think one way, but you have to act another way. You get my point? You think one way, but you have to say another way. In that weighs on a person. Just to keeping track. So, most people do not have absolute freedom. In that, y'all look to control whatever y'all think y'all can. That has nothing to do with self. And so let all the heartbreak start there. Lamo said people love to be controlled. I'm not going to disagree with that. From my observation in life, y'all are looking for some type of a boss. You get it? A god, a lord, a boss, a bully. If you pay attention, you will come to see that. People become grown and free from their parents only to seek out a greater bully. It's true, indeed. Gunter said, no one can control me. Everyone says that. This is where wisdom kicks in. You know, the self-awareness. Anybody can say they have control over themselves, but let's say you're married or in a relationship with a woman. You don't have absolute freedom. You have someone that you have to consider in regards to making decisions in anything. You're not an individual anymore. In that, you have someone over you. Whether you're the male or the woman, you have to consider what your spouse is going to think. In that, certain things you do, it's limited because you say, hold on. I mean, in that way, every aspect of noticing how you're controlled are not fully free. See, most of y'all are in relationships and you never thought of that. If I said the goal of life is for everybody to become fully free, mentally, your mind is your soul. You have to become fully free perspective-wise, where nothing can influence your perspective and you notice every aspect of an influence over it. Most of y'all, if I said you're married, do you have full control over yourself? You would have naturally said, yeah. You wouldn't have considered, well, I got a wife, so I truly can't do whatever I want. I can, but that's going to cause friction there. In that, I'm truly not free. Free is when you do what you do. And so, wisdom is about that. Meaning getting the wisdom is all about freeing the self. We're speaking as a soul, a mind. Now, I'm ignoring you, Gunter, but your question was pretty good. Lamo said, that's why single is the only way. Wisdom is a balance. A mind evolving, going through its transitions. A time of being in the ego and above others. A time of being low and beneath others. And everything to make the perspective perfect. Look at it like that. You have to be perfect in your perspective so you will get many different roles to play. Some of y'all had hardships. You was the bum for a time. Then you came up and you was, that shit for a time. You was the cheater in a relationship. Then you got cheated on and you get it? Everybody's here get an opportunity to try whatever perspective they want for the purpose of the perspective being perfectly tuned. I'm saying that because I don't want y'all to get lost when I say if you have a spouse or you're not truly free as a soul. There's a time for freedom. There's a time for, you get it? Look at it in that way. You could be free for forever. or you can get some of everything, you know? Look at it like the times that you're not totally free. Look at free as play and not being free as the work that leads to the play. You go to school, you do your work, you get recess. Look at it in that way. But it's not about being single, and it's not about being shackled down, but it's about having your time. Y'all are in relationships and then they end, as all things do. Now you have time to reflect to yourself and be single and fix whatever flaws you may have seen in yourself, so that when you move forward into the next relationship, you're more perfect or better than you were in the last. Most people bring their baggage. Y'all bring y'all damage forward. Brian Carey said, most people are so scrambled, I usually prefer talking to myself. You want to talk to you. You don't want to be talking to yourself. If you are, don't be letting people see you. Say Blood talking to himself, he's thrilled. Let me give y'all a little juice. Stay on this topic for the moment. But if you young, you're supposed to be in relationships. This helps you. You're always supposed to be around people, so you know how to be. You get my point? You get to see other personalities, other perspectives. In that, you have more of a perspective what is good for you. Society gonna make y'all all look the same thing, but y'all don't all have the same realities at the same moment. You get my point? Society put everybody in society in a box. In that, do you get it? We all have to live up to society's standards at different aspects of our lives. Some of y'all like, I need a break, but I can't take one because society's standards, I'm gonna be a humbum out here even though I ain't. Some of y'all, you need to go forward, and you get it? You have to know yourself, but you're gonna know yourself as you come getting lost in people. You get my point? Meaning at some point, you get to know everybody in life, or pretend you do, till you get a desire to want to know yourself. Or it may help you to know yourself. But all the people is the life, so you don't ever want to get to a place where you shutting off from the people in the life. Once you get there, you get my point? You kind of cut off for life. Cut off from life. Y'all get frustrated with people because y'all want to control how they think. So if people don't agree with what you say or how you want them to perceive it, y'all more likely to get frustrated than y'all say, man, people stupid. Stupid is when people know better. And then, stupid ain't a matter of ignorance. If I call someone stupid, it's because they get what I'm saying, but they want to play games now. The kid thing. So you stupid. Basically, there's no such thing as stupid. Stupid is just, when you play like you're dumb. It's a role. Boss man, that was deep what you said. He said, even the wisest disciples of this channel. Y'all niggas think this is a Jesus movie. I'm watching with y'all. I'm God. I got disciples. You feel me? But I thought I just had workers. Because I'm about to hit the block. These niggas better have my money. No, I'm just... I forgot I can't play with y'all. Make a whole criminal, man. It's just my... You know how when you get in trouble and then the judge be like, what's that they called it? They be like, community service. That's just my community service. You feel me? I don't want to hold y'all. You feel me? I'm a hitman and a whole bunch of other shit. Niggas called me up. They said I had to do community service. I said, all right, man. And I got disciples, baby. Yes, son of a... Let me chill. I forgot niggas in here do not want to see Big Lucia smiling. Hold on. Some sad face. I make my lips a little chapped. That's how you look sad. Now, you said disciples of this shit. I look crazy. That part's so funny to me. Niggas think I'm Jesus. Blood got beat up though. And spit on. A bird nest put on his head. A nigga asked me the other day, he said, did Jesus walk on water? I told him, not with them burnt feet out the furnace. You can't walk on burnt feet. You gotta put butter on your feet first. Everybody knows this. If you rich, you probably don't know that. If you poor, you know what I mean. You gotta put butter on burns. Make it feel better. Now, you said even the wisest disciples of this channel might not truly appreciate how much of his freedom Solace is sacrificing. I'm sacrificing my freedom. Other things that's more important, you know. I don't control life, so it's a sacrifice of other things giving y'all wisdom. That's why I tell y'all to make sure y'all get it back. But it's not a sacrifice of freedom. Once you're free, you're free. But like I said, other things, it wouldn't matter though, because I'm built. Like, y'all gonna run out of lies before. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of lies before I run out of truth. It's gonna run out of energy before I even get started working up. So it all measures out. Now, if you young, make sure you got that jewel in regards to having kids, male and female. And most of all, take your time. Y'all be living life like y'all gonna die tomorrow. You get my point? And that y'all make life. If you a kid, you don't need to be trying to get a bunch of shit, because truly you want to be out in life. And that y'all young, y'all are tying yourselves down to a bunch of responsibilities, but this is what you view grown as. When you're young, you don't realize it. This is why a lot of girls want to have a baby when they're young, not realizing they're viewing responsibility as being an adult. This is why y'all want like pets and shit when y'all kids, and a doggy, and subconsciously we view responsibility as being grown. Kids don't understand. No, if you was grown long enough, you'd understand. If your ass was truly grown, you would not be tying yourself down to all these unnecessary responsibilities. You get it? And so, if you a young girl, let's say you had a baby young, but you like, I'm responsible. Shit, if you was responsible, you wouldn't have had a baby young. Like that. It's not about what you think it is when you young. So if you young, take your time. Meaning, your perspective on being grown is going to boil you down to you tying yourself down to many responsibilities. A husband, a kid, whatever y'all want when you young, it's a responsibility. You don't want to have more responsibilities than you can carry. You a young woman, you got a husband, a kid, a car note, mortgage, a damn doggy. You get it? I'm giving y'all perspectives. When you see the young women between 23 and 35, man, they work themselves up. Like, so many responsibilities before they ever had any freedom. In that, y'all get with these chicks, they cheat on y'all and stuff like that. They ain't never had no freedom. They had a baby since they were 16, 17, 18. And so, take your time. Get to know yourself in all the times that you can. Even if you're a young woman or a man and you're going through a breakup, you use that time to get to know yourself, not bitter and bicker around. Take all the times that you can to get to know yourself when you can, because the world gonna be pulling you to know what it wants you to know. If you see how everything is structured, it's structured so y'all don't pay attention to yourselves. Y'all have a phone, it distracts y'all, a TV, everything in life distracts you from taking the time out with you. And that is very little progress. Peace and wisdom, boss man. He said you took the compliment and reposted me. Let me get that part. Salam, shalom. RS Yummy said, how do you think we get to heaven? When y'all understand what the Christ is, the comings and the goings, I'm going to explain that shortly, but heaven is just one culture's name for a place of pleasure and bliss. Nirvana is another culture's name of the same place. So don't get so lost into the names, but how do you get to the place of bliss and pleasure? Everybody's beginnings starts with orgasm, and y'all understanding that. When I say orgasm, I'm not talking the substance, but I'm speaking the feeling and where it's coming from. Elevated Explorer said, we need to hold cops accountable for violence. These females are demonic and have no accountability. All cops is females? I don't understand. All I can tell you is everybody know corn come in a can. They got cream on it. It's like, if you're wondering, what does that have to do with what I said? I read y'all stuff I don't. I be like that, huh? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? Now, reposting is kind. I don't know what y'all be talking about. I'm older. Y'all have new phrases and strange things y'all create every week. So, I'm trying not to follow, but meaning I don't want to be lost into the society. I'm 40 years old. If you're, let's say you're an older person. Forget it. Just forget it. Y'all have to just remember y'all ages, meaning a lot of people, even my age, people are losing sight of their age. 38 here, meaning y'all are losing sight of y'all age, in that y'all are speaking like children. The mind is not blossoming. I'm 42. Ever so often I think, like, what was the 42-year-old when I was 20, 25? And then I remember, oh yeah, old ass fart. So that's what I am. Like, I'm just an old nigga. You feel me? You ain't got to be old. But perspective-wise, I'm saying that because a lot of y'all running around here, you're 40, 50, 60. And you lost, like, in reality. Let's say you a 60-year-old woman, 70-year-old woman right now. Don't take offense, just listen. Let's say you're a 60 or 70-year-old woman, and you got a mindset like, yo, I want a boss. If I get me a man, he got to be a boss. A lot of y'all 60, 70-year-old women, you have that mindset. But you're not considering that every nigga in your age bracket is retired. supposed to be looking for a retired boss or a retired worker, not a nigga still. You 70 and retired. Y'all got to know when to walk in y'all glory, is what I'm saying. Meaning if you're 60 and 70 years old, what is you even talking about work for anymore? Boss got to do with work. You get it? Your mind should be like, man, I'm glad those days are I'm glad those days are over and I ain't got to live by all that stupidity. I could just have fun. Y'all are limiting yourselves when y'all keep y'all minds dumbed down. Think on that. If you 60, 70-year-old woman and you like have that mindset, are you speaking that way because you think it sounds good in society? You're limiting yourself. Why? I wouldn't know. Answer my question, servant. Okay. Boss. Nigga just bullied me. Nigga just digitally bullied me. Everything y'all have in the daytime is digital. So he just digitally bullied me. He said, what do you think is the point of most people living since they are going to get lost in the darkness? Speaking like people said, yeah, I think I'm going to be born tomorrow. Ain't none of us decided to come here, but we're blessed to be. Or you can look at it as cursed to be. You will take whatever perspective you choose. Meaning most of y'all probably look at life as a horrible thing, and when you're dead, you're gonna look at that as a horrible thing. If you were paying attention in life, you would have already came to realize I'm never gonna be satisfied. Whatever I want, when I get it, I wanted it when I wanted it in my head. The time it took before I got it, then I wanted something different. You get my point? Meaning, you're never going to be satisfied, so you have to learn to remind self that, so you stay grateful for your moment. You get it? Let's say you have a job right now, but you say, man, I want something better and something more. That's good, and you should take the steps towards that. But in that moment, you should remember, oh yeah, when I didn't have no job and I wanted this one that I got now, I was so happy. You get it? In that, you could stay thankful for what you have, knowing when I do get the better job, after I'm there for a little while, me saying the same thing again. Maybe then I'm going to be saying, I don't want no job. You get it? You're never truly going to be satisfied with whatever you want and get or don't get. And you get my point? It's all about an awareness of coming to realize, being comfortable and getting what you want is dead. All you ever wanted was in the dead. So, live your life till you kind of grasp that and say, oh yeah, a good rest. Y'all are working y'all way up to loving death. Y'all hate it now, but this is the transcend of life. So, I don't mean loving death like, oh, life is so horrible, I'm ready to go, but truly grasping, there's a time for sleep and there's a time for awake, and going with the flow. Make the most of when you wake. That way sleep makes sense to you. Get my point? Those of y'all that live y'all lives hard and good, death will make all the sense to you. Those of y'all that didn't, it ain't. So, look at it like that. But you don't gotta get lost on no one thing. You get my point? You are life. So, you have to come to grasp what that is. Said, I remembered you described it as dry ice. You have to remember that you didn't ever get any one-on-one teachings or true understanding of anything I said, so you just fill in whatever the blanks. You get my point? Keep in mind that you're not a real student or somebody really on a path of any wisdom. You just flip around on YouTube. In that, if you keep track of that, then you get my point. You don't have to be confused on anything. Like, I thought you said you haven't tapped into anything yet to know what anybody truly said. That's just real talk. But I said a lot more than what you said. Like I said, y'all get lost in whatever y'all do. Whatever you lost into, you can ask a question. Just make it make sense. Bossman said all of us are like 10% racist, but we're all struggling to keep it at that 10%. You never want to become 50% or 90%. Most of y'all are nothing, meaning you don't have your own brain yet. In that, whoever's racist, they racist because of a perspective. They trying to fit in somewhere. They really don't care. You get my point? Y'all don't have anything to care about on y'all own, so y'all like to care about other people's things. And meanwhile, never get into your own perspective and your own. So you get my point? Most people in life, they ain't even got their own brain. So if they racist or whatever you think they are, it ain't real. People's hate ain't real. They ain't got no experience. People's love ain't real. Nothing's real because you get it. Most people ain't got their own brain yet. The girl or the guy, they're not with who they truly like. They're with like a society perspective. You get my point? Like that. Y'all don't know y'all own truth yet. So y'all just use other people's in the meanwhile. Elevated Explorer said this government is the system that we all need to rise from and defeat our oppressors in the system. Y'all need to rise above y'all unconsciousness. That's the darkness within self. And that's the death that's gonna come. That's what you need to rise over. That's your oppressor. Whatever you talking about that's physical, it's just physical. You get my point? All physical things is just a reflection of what's not seen. What's not seen is what I said. Y'all don't see unconscious. Y'all get overtaken by it. Y'all don't see death, but y'all get overtaken by it. Nothing else you talking about measure up to that. Meaning whatever oppressions y'all feel like y'all have in physical life, if death was pressed upon you right now, you take it. You take your oppression. The government is oppressing us. Okay, well, die right now. You don't want to do that. You just want to whine about.
Incoming call.
You're not
Incoming
real
call.
oppressing.
Incoming call. Incoming call.
So, like I said, I'm just doing community. No, I'm just playing. Hopefully y'all grasped I'm the wisest man alive.
Incoming call. Incoming call.
Never call me back to back. I'm just telling some of y'all that if you know me in life, never call me back to back. If I don't answer your call, I'm busy. I'll take that back. You can call me back to back. Sometimes my service isn't that great in this area. So just forget what I said. Now, I'm the wisest man alive, so make sure you just get the wisdom, apply it to self. Try not to get too lost. Please try not to argue in here as well. I'm trying to see what I was answering so I can remember where I was. The physicals. Y'all get lost on the physicals a lot. Let's say you're a woman, you believe like the black woman is God thing. You're a black woman. This is why a lot of black women are single. Because the black woman is God is a limited thing. You can't connect with a woman on a divine level if her limitations stop at the black woman is God. That's physical, the material plane of existence. God is a matter, or divinity is a matter of before the physical. Male and female got to do with the physical. If I'm a soul and you a soul, we have no body, and then you hit me with the woman is God. What's a woman? Again, that's physical. You gotta have a body and all of that. But if we just thinking minds, not physical, just souls, thinking minds, what would a woman, what is that? Do you get my point? When you speaking to God, you're going way beyond or way before the physical. The physical is the last stop for the most part. In that, the black woman being God, it limits the discussion. It limits the connection. It limits the connection you can have with somebody that goes beyond the material. This is why if you're a woman and you believe the black woman is God, you're a little materialistic as well. You got a materialistic perspective in the aspect too. In that, do you get my point? A man can't connect with you beyond the physical because you're going to be like, no, the black woman is God. You have to be right on the physical. If you believe that is right, or even if you don't believe it's right, but you profess it, you're limiting the connection, meaning most people ain't going to even want to go that route with you. People of God, you're like a Christian. They think a physical man is God, but the matter is so much more deeper. The physical is the last stage. So if you lost and you like, no, black woman is just what we use to describe what's not physical. Well, before physical, you don't have male and female. So you're not making any point. Like I said, if we were thinking minds, just souls, I wouldn't know what you're talking about if you said woman is God. What's that? I have to get a body first to know what you're talking about. And so you get it? I'm saying that so y'all can grasp. When y'all get lost into the physical and matters of the physical, it limits y'all mind to grasping things on a divine scale. Remember, whatever you see physical, it's just a reflection of what's not seen. So it's best you grasp the unseen, because that's what's manifesting out physically, and that's what you do have the control to. You can't change what's fixed, which is physical, but you can change before it manifests. All come together, so to say. And so, hopefully y'all grasp what I'm saying. And I've been talking a lot. Catch up on these questions. Now, Billy Carson. He's not in here. I'm just saying it while I'm looking. I need a cook for like, I need a cook for for a month. A nice woman that knows how to cook. I'm saying woman because I don't really want no dude cooking for me. You feel me? Shit gets strange. Silas, I got your dinner. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. I don't even eat in restaurants where I see the male as a cook. I'm No, food is the way. The food is the way to the heart. I would fall in love with dude. I don't want to be telling no dude, I love your chicken wings, bro. Spicy. You know how y'all be like, pause. Pause ain't. Cameron and Mace, they became rappers real young, so they left the hood pretty early. So they don't be knowing everything they be talking about sometime. Pause is some dweeb. It's a dweeb thing, like if you were dweeb. Before pause, it was no homo. You said something a little spicy, dude said no homo, not pause. If you said, ooh, this lollipop tastes so good while I'm sucking it, you'd be like, no homo. Some of y'all my age, you know what I mean. Before no homo, it was gay up. So if you said something slightly spicy, somebody will scream out, gay up. And the times change, you can't be like gay and homo or no homo. So no homo went to mo. You said something spicy, somebody will blurt out mo. Meaning you's a homo. You a cold-blooded homo. So how Kim saying pause, it's really mo. You gay, nigga. But like I said, we in times change. So pause is like the politically correct way to say everything else I just told you. If you from my era, we didn't hear pause. We heard, nigga, no homo or gay up. You are way more with it. You get it? Y'all got the politically correct thing. By the time dudes was saying pause, you already had people saying, I ain't gay, so I ain't got to say no homo. That's for faggot. Excuse my language. That's for homosexuals. If they say something spicy, they need to say no homo. I don't have to, because I'm a man. That's how no homo kind of got shut down. Anything after it, you get it? It's going to always come to the same thing. So whoever say pause, it's going to come to that. Where somebody going to tell them, that's for homos. And so you get it? It's just old street stuff from the neighborhoods that we used to do when we was kids that already got checked a long time ago. And now y'all rehab it again. It's probably going to get checked again at some point. Meaning y'all not going to be saying pause for long. Because enough of y'all going to hear what I just said. Somebody telling you pause is for homos. I don't have to say pause because I ain't a homo. But if you want to know the knowledge on that, that's the knowledge on that. First it was gay up, then it was no homo, then it was just straight mo. And by the time y'all start saying pause, I was already growing already, and you get it? I don't know who Lomo cursing now. An Xbox Series PS. I needed one for the first time. Lisa said a man is nothing. Lamo said the black woman isn't God. Some of y'all are weird as hell. I can't discern when y'all talking to each other and talking to me. He said, can you eat a whole container of cottage cheese? Belly look like thighs and your belly look like cottage cheese. Now let me get to y'all questions. I'm just just looking for a good question. I don't see it. Is any wise people here? My channel is for wise people that's seeking wisdom. My channel ain't really for disturbed people. It's for people that's, seeking to not be disturbed and things of that nature. I'm saying that because y'all still coming in here talking about get a job and all this slaves. Everybody know YouTube is a real job at this point, so we don't have to stupid talk. YouTube ain't my job, but I get fucking tax shit from it, so. The bum talk, I'm not really with all that. You get my point? Now, if any of you guys want black women, you get my point? Because y'all be getting disturbed by that. You follow a certain thing. Don't play dumb, stupid games. Go where you learn. I'm here arguing with each other about a man being a neutered woman. You saying a woman is a deviant. Y'all living a life where they grooming y'all to like opposites thing. Y'all desperate to take sides. Y'all desperate to have your opposite thing. Y'all not falling into no balance. Understanding the glory on each side. Y'all kind of dumbing yourselves out at this point. I'm saying that because I'm going to lose a desire to speak to y'all. And so, those of y'all that do come for wisdom, make sure you give back. Make sure you got good questions coming, because I'ma just assume everybody done dumb themselves completely out. Brian Carey said, if I could make $4,000 a month consistently on YouTube, who in their right mind would go to a factory? I'm not big on money. I don't have no desire for nobody counting my coins, you heard? But everything I said had to do with that. Get off the money talk. Some of y'all are mad immature and young. You gonna come here and get wisdom, this $1 million scholarship, you make sure you give back for that. If you got a perspective that I'm begging you, you came here. I didn't call you to come here, so I don't got no desire to talk to you. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Meaning, if you're not giving back, there's nothing for me to talk about. That's just in real life. You can play whatever mind games you want with yourself. But if you enjoy the wisdom, so you get my point, straighten out your brain, come in the right spirits. Outside of that, I'm grown. Now he said, it was a good question, y'all made me lose. Sunflower said, do you believe in magic? Magic is science. You're lost in the old words for things. They called science sorcery in the past. Now, I'm about to explain the true teachings of YHWH. It'll be almost an hour in. And it's really important and good, you know. I might do it private, because y'all don't seem like y'all. In the right mindset and spirit of things. Preach Something said, I have a question for Thailand monks specifically. Grampy Fred 89 said, "Can you prove to me that demon possession is real? I'll give you $100." Could pay me $100 for a one-on-one lesson. Other than that, stop talking to me like I don't have way more money than you and I'm in need of you in some kind of way. Please don't take offense. I'll give you $100. I'm a grown-up. I don't know who you think you're talking to, champ. I'll put triple that on your head. So, you can get a one-on-one on whatever you want. You could give back $100 on your own just for the wisdom that has been distributed out, and then you can just ask the question and get the answer. But you adjust your mindset when you're speaking in that frequency. You get my point? Because then you can bring a side out of me that you don't want. And you're gonna need your $100. Call the cops. So call the cops on me. Now stop playing with me, please. Salam, shalom. Just reading the comments. Deciding if y'all are not on a level. You get my point? Y'all still have a child's mind where y'all think wisdom is like a movie. Before movies, you had books. This was first entertainment. Then books became radio, talk, spoken word, radio, TV. But everything y'all talk about, it come from those things, not necessarily reality. In that y'all want reality. Y'all think reality is like a movie. Y'all don't see the movies and read the books and try to make them make sense to y'all in reality. Y'all kind of will get reality and then turn it into a movie. But a monk is just a slave. No disrespects to monks, but I'm a wise man. If you went and got a monk, then you just see like he's just a slave in comparison to Solace and meek and delicate and all that shit look good in their own little environment. Y'all get lost in people's environments and then y'all think it hold merit outside of it. In the monastery, a monk look really dope and cool. In reality, a monk's just a lost person in the city. You don't know nothing outside of being controlled. This is most people's reality. Y'all think wisdom is control systems, not freeing y'all systems. In that, y'all seek out control systems and y'all view it as becoming wise. But y'all become more like kids. So do you get my point? Some of y'all need to get y'all bitterness and envy together. Some of y'all like working your job. And some of y'all don't. If you don't gotta be the promoter of slavery. But y'all be promoting dumb shit. Get a job. I make more money than you make at your job. If you don't make more money at your job than me, get off the topic. Meaning y'all be opening up the doors to make yourselves feel like shit. But that's not what my channel truly about. But if you saying dumb shit, you kind of not leaving no choice. And that a lot of people work. So you kind of lining up. You get it? Meaning if you're a working person and you come into people who, you get it? Make more money than you when you plan to play little insulting games. You're not even opening up the door for yourself to get your feelings hurt, but you opening up the door for so many more others. And it's like dumb when you think about it. What's the point? We live in a time like that where y'all are insulting up. And then y'all are getting crushed down, and then y'all carry on after that because you be completely crushed out. But it's kind of unnecessary that anyone dumb enough to do that to themselves. No, there's no moderator. I blocked them. I'll be rushing. Let the brother break down the divine substance. I want to be clear on that give back too. Meaning I don't care about it. Y'all don't have to give back, but adjust your perspective. Because y'all not going to be getting no knowledge if y'all don't. That's just common goddamn sense. So, coming in here with the insult and all that dumb shit. When you talking about money, this is how y'all got 10,000 pulled out on y'all before and it was looking stupid. We ain't got to repeat things that already was. Meaning when points is made to you, you get my point? No need on going down the same roads again. It's ridiculous. Then y'all gonna have a narrative. He belittling people. I teach. I ain't got time for kid games. Get it together. I get to the point. Whatever you saying, if it ain't accurate, I'm embarrass you. Say get a job, I'm gonna pull out W-2s. You gonna look stupid. They gonna be more than your shit. The money business owners paying taxes is what go to y'all. So watch your mouth, my nigga, before I take my business off the record. Then you don't have nothing. That part. How about all of us business owners just make our business off the record and you niggas that work won't get anything? Because that's where it's coming from. The same way if all of y'all that work just stop working, all the people on government assistance won't get anything. So hopefully they ain't disrespecting y'all, and hopefully y'all ain't disrespecting us. Because at the end of the day, we all in the same boat. Except some of y'all are just beneath others. And so don't come in here with that dumb talk. The next time I'm going to pull out W-2s and you're going to get your feelings hurt. I'm going to make my business off the record like it was when I first started. Every business owner started off, not with their business registered and none of that. It was off the table, off the books till they built it up. Or until you get it, it was enforced upon them. You better get the propers or you getting shut down. My point? My channel ain't for bum talk. It's for raising yourself up, getting the right perspectives on life. When you get there, you care to know those things. Now, I want to explain this deep topic, but I really don't because y'all play so much. You get my point? And these things I'm explaining, like I said, is top level scholarship. And so I was going to start with John chapter 3, verse 35, but I think I'm going to come back and do that. If you a channel member, stick around for like 5-10 minutes after this video ends, and I'm going to start that one. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Some of y'all stupid. Money is something that you get to free yourself. That's the best thing I could tell most of y'all. Meaning whoever follow me and you work, or you still lost into whatever you was before I came, you did that to yourself and you know that. And I gave y'all all the Jews before I could apply them to my own self. Same way some of y'all are old now, you giving the Jews to some young nigga, you like, I can't do it because I already fucked up. And I ain't saying that's my reality, but I gave y'all all the Jews. Y'all seen me before I had any books written or anything. You get my point? In that, you don't gotta hate on me. You just move along when you get to a place where you start getting envious. I'm saying that because I ain't withheld from y'all. Y'all just a little lazy. Y'all all over the place. Y'all be listening to stupid shit. Whatever the case may be. But stop coming here against me. You get it? That ain't what this is about. You come here to learn, you grasp, or you don't. But this ain't that. I ain't looking for arguments for content. I don't need that. I got deep top level scholarship. I don't need to argue with nobody for attention. Whatever I'm explaining or breaking down, shit, that's enough. And that, come here in the right spirit. Come here to learn. Don't come here but you talking about stuff that's outside of what I do. Boss man said I would like to pay for membership straight to your PayPal. can't do that. I can't override, you get my point? That's why I told her, y'all just give back. Or you gonna be paying. So if you see the prices and you like, damn, why we gotta pay? I don't want to give back on your loan. But that's easier for you. Meaning that's easier for y'all to just give back on y'all loan. Say every week I'm gonna give back $5, $10, whatever. Other than that, this $1 million scholarship, I just put a price tag on it. You get my point? And if you don't buy it, it wouldn't matter if you ain't giving back and you ain't buying. You know, who cares? I'm not big on attention. I didn't present myself to y'all and be like, yo, I want to be a star. Y'all shared my content and made it go viral. Y'all made me a star. I ain't got no desire. You get my point? I'm still coming to terms with this shit. And so I need to be compensated before you have me some star. And that, make sure you give back. Y'all got it on some weird shit. Like, he trying to get rich off of us. I didn't ask y'all to come to me. Even right now, y'all coming on y'all own. I didn't even ask, but you get my point? And so, don't come get me and then try to control me. Want the wisdom, get the wisdom, obliged to whatever the rules are for you to receive it. And that's that. If you don't want to, you could just move along. You ain't got to play manipulation games. Whatever I say is simple. Give and receive. That simple shit you learned as a kid. You get my point? You don't want to oblige? Fine. Just move along. Andrew said, are you a Christian? Christian is somebody that worships the devil. Salam, shalom, shout out. I don't know what kind of homosexual thing you on, but I know you trying to be funny, but you get it? You borderline homosexual with it. Meaning I don't want you to think of me, masturbation, anything that got to do with my penis. It's not a good look, Cat Daddy. A lot of y'all are like that in real life. Meaning he keep talking about penises, but he don't realize he embarrassing himself. See, get it now, like, oh, sorry, bro. I'm lost in trying to be so goddamn funny that I'm being borderline homosexual. Lucky for you, I know you ain't no homo, but y'all supposed to have elders already schooling y'all on things like that. Like, yo, bro, you gotta find other kind of jokes. He get it now, like, oh, yeah, I'm a dweeb. What am I even doing? Y'all watch too much bozos on YouTube and shit. And then y'all mimic what y'all see, forgetting, like, that's why I say y'all gotta have y'all own perspective. In that, you will see what I see, and you wouldn't even went that route. Like, nah, a lot of these dudes is gay out here, man. They women. I know you needed that. Everybody need a little checking sometime. It ain't no thing. I remember when I was young, that's why I told y'all, ever so often, I think, like, when I was in my 20s, what was a 42-year-old? Oh, an old fart. Then I remember myself, like, yeah, they perspective. You get it? And that, I remember when I was young, I used to be jumping out the window like a retard and all of that. You get it? If you young, you don't want to have conversations your mama would have. Be showing like that you're a mama's boy, you was never around men. I'm saying that because a lot of y'all be talking about men on the DL. Let's say you want to insult another man. You like, man, a lot of these dudes is on the DL. Let's say you a man and you found yourself saying, I don't care if niggas is gay. I just got a problem with the dudes that be keeping it in secret. That should be something a woman say because they're having sex with men, so I get it. If you're having sex with men, I get why you would have a problem if he's really a homosexual having sex with other men and keeping it secret. Now, if you're a man, you're not having sex with men. Why would you care if a brother's on the DL? If you are homosexual, my advice to you as a man, you keep that on the DL, my big baby. I don't want to know. I'm not dating you. And I ain't got no desire to slam dance with you. And I ain't smashing nothing behind you. You get it? Meaning I ain't fucking no nigga's wife. I don't want nothing that the next nigga got. So if he's a homo and he's cheating on her with a dude, I wouldn't care because I'm not having sex with his wife. Get it? That's for one. She fuck with him. I will. For two, definitely ain't smashing whatever dude he's smashing. And so from a man's perspective, yeah, keep all of that nasty shit under wraps. I don't want to know. Keep it in the closet. A lot of y'all be speaking from the woman's perspective. You a whole man talking about, man, I just don't like when dudes keep it on the low. Blood, if you a man, you don't even want to be in conversations like that. Meaning you don't want to be in no homosexual conversation. You don't want to have a perspective on it. I wouldn't care what homosexuals are doing because I'm not one. And that's that. And so hopefully a lot of y'all grasp that. You don't get lost into the goofy shit of the times. Because you get it, some of y'all are solid. Then you come here, you do bozo shit like Shada did. But you not like Shada where you correct yourself like, oh yeah, he right, let me get it together. You would take offense. Like, yo, Sava's just disrespect. You get it? You become a whole victim. And so, pay attention to yourselves. I mean, become self-aware. Kind of look at your actions, look at the things you like. Because a lot of y'all young, when you get a little bit older, the things you like now, you're going to be looking back like, blah, was a whole geek bozo. Meaning most of y'all, when you get older, you're going to be like, damn, that nigga Salas was right. He was giving me them jewels. And whatever I was lost into, that was the geeky little kid. That was the dude that was exploiting kids. I mean, y'all got adults that's exploiting y'all. They like the teacher that's bribing kids with candy so the kids could like them instead of teaching them. And if they get mad, they just get mad. Look at YouTube like that. Y'all got elders exploiting y'all on what y'all like, but they know better. But they just feeding y'all what they know y'all want. In that, y'all are staying dumbed down. Them too. But it's gonna affect y'all more. Meaning y'all got people giving y'all fake street wisdom. In that, y'all getting killed at an all-time high. Y'all got people giving y'all fake man wisdom, fake woman wisdom. In that, you a woman, you finding yourself single and you get it? It's getting weird. Y'all learning from people that's exploiting y'all. They know what y'all want to hear, so they telling y'all what y'all want to hear. As opposed to telling y'all what y'all need to hear. And so, it's not about trolling for attention. Y'all got talents. Start locking in on y'all talents. Online is giving y'all a perspective that y'all need to be silly and goofy, but a lot of y'all got talents. And whoever you like that's being silly and goofy, maybe that's their talent. And it's so good it got you wanting to mimic it, but you got your own. Maybe that ain't their talent, maybe they just a clown. You get it? But you don't want to trade in your good for somebody else's bad or mediocre because it look beneficial at the moment. You get my point? Y'all gotta find your own selves. Y'all kind of coming online and you got that part down. Yeah, I want to be famous and I want everybody to see me. And that you reaching for everything in the world instead of taking the time out to find yourself. You get my point? If you young, whatever you good at, you make sure you put your time into that. Don't just be getting lost online all day. When you're watching online and you're not taking no time, you don't want to be like Shakur Stevens and the rest of these boxers, where you're online so much you ain't even getting to your business and your own talent. And so, kind of grasp. Boss man said, I sent 100 through. Shalom, shalom. I haven't received it yet, but when I do, thank you in advance. If you come here, I'm not about, you get it? Like I said, I'm the guy that people reach out to sometimes when they're in need. And if, you know, I know they good and I'll look out. If y'all got like... Lamo says, send me 100 since you got it like that. My people ain't got it like that. They just honorable. Look at it like that. And some people do got it like that. But... everybody that give back here ain't got it like that. Some people just got honor. They respect the wisdom that I give them. They apply it to their life. They see a change. In that, you get my point? Y'all all giving back to preachers and shit like that, but y'all ain't getting no wise after y'all come from church and all these. Yeah. So you do got people that, do got honor. And that's what I do it for. I would prefer y'all to get back on y'all own merit so I could see the worth in my works. As opposed to y'all paying, I can't see the worth in my works. You're going to pay for the wisdom because the wisdom's deep like that. In that, I can't really get a perspective. But if y'all give back on y'all own, then I can get a perspective of my work. And say, like, this many people out of this many people are giving back. That's on their own. That's not easy. Meaning, all of y'all that do give back, I don't think y'all realize, like, helping me make a great point. You get my point? Because niggas be trying to make like everybody in life ain't shit. You do got some people. You get my point? It ain't as bad as y'all trying to make it, but y'all ain't putting no effort into making things fair and like how they need to be. And that, it gets strange. But if you see someone giving back, please don't get envious and get on all that weird shit. Like I said, y'all can get, I can always raise money for something. You get my point? Meaning y'all can give back for something. Come up with something. I already did in the past. Y'all didn't support it, so I'm done with it. But there's other things going on out here. Y'all can bring it to my awareness, and we can direct some of that funds that way. But my overall point is just if you come in here, make sure you give back, because that's how I make my way. Outside of that, I'm open to a lot of things. You just got to bring it to my attention. Other than that, I ain't somebody that's online looking. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to hold you. I'm kind of, I figure y'all just be capping for attention. So whatever I see, I sign it off to that. I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't care either. I said Popeyes and KFC. Home cook. I have no clue what you're talking about, Brian Carey, but you're talking to somebody else. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I don't want to start the topic so far deep into the video. He said, holy shit, he got me questioning life right now. I've been a goofy clown. Most of y'all like that. I came up with some good OGs. They ain't allow that shit. So when I was younger, I got checked often. They make you solid though when you get older. Easily. Come from different times. When I was growing up, everybody's goal that was older for the young was to make sure we wasn't followers. So if it came to see like you was a follower, it's gonna be bad for you. In that, most people my age, you get it? It should put a bit of taste in your mouth when you see it. You like people to have their own perspective and, everything to just be genuine. It's okay to follow, but when it's real, when you really genuine about it, not because you just weak and shit. And so you get it? Y'all kind of got a reverse thing in the daytime, like, a Beyonce thing. If everybody going with Beyonce, then you become one of the beehive. It make you a goofy when you get it. You get older, you come to realize, damn, I'm a goofy that just been floating in life, never learning anything real, never being a part of anything real, because I never stood on nothing real. So, salam, boss man. You ain't got to tell everybody what you sent me. I'd rather like people to think I'm poor, because I am. You get my point? That's why I don't want to talk about money. I showed y'all 10,000 because y'all was saying I was a beggar. I just wanted to make it clear. Stop embarrassing yourself and I'm older, y'all young, y'all got way more desires than I do. I got desires for things I did already. In that I can accumulate more money than y'all without having to kill myself. You get my point? I would like to keep it like that. I'm not trying to go backwards. Y'all live in them times where like whatever little bit y'all get, y'all want to act like y'all big. I'm old school. Till my bank account say 59 million, I'm yeah, I'm slow building, baby. Ain't nothing happening here. And so I'm just playing with the 59 million. That's extreme. I'm not a greedy person, but I'm just making a point. I'm not rich, so don't come here with that perspective. I want you to view me as rich when I'm rich. It'd be better like that. Other than that, doing it early, yeah, miss me with the combo. So I just spent $300 on a hat yesterday. You gotta get your life together, boss man. You seem like you materialistic. I ain't saying you can't be at your time. Like I said, life is a transition, but you sound materialistic. Whatever you do, you get my point? If ain't nobody insulting you or asking you anything concerning money, it ain't never nothing that need to be talked on. It's tacky to talk about money for no reason. If somebody trying to play you, I get it. Handle your handle. I ain't gonna tell you how to handle whatever you need to handle, but to just be bringing it up. I bought $300 hat the other day. You got to know we live in a world where you get my point. Some motherfucker right now watching that need a hat. Like, damn, you could have bought 5 fitteds. You could have bought $5 $50 fitteds and gave me one, big baby. So you get my point. You want to get to a place with your mind like that. You say, man, I done had all the dope shit already, man. Maybe I'll buy a little kid a hat. Yeah, make your way. I don't know, y'all find y'all way. $300 hat, champ. I hope you got, everything that go with that. A nice shirt. Nice trousers, yeah. Make sure them socks is on point. A lot of y'all men be missing that part. Your socks all wrong, big baby, and your drawers. So, if you gonna be fly, know what it is all the way. It ain't a price tag thing. It's a knowing your thing. You can have on all the designer shit you want, nigga, but you get it? You don't even know what socks to wear, so that's all I'm saying. Make sure everything right. Like I said, I did for free shit. Great value underwear. Yeah, if you a man, you get older, you want to make sure you get your undergarments together. Make sure your socks is up to par. If you wearing dress shoes or a certain kind of shoes, make sure you got the socks that go with them. Can't be wearing cotton wool socks. With a nice pair of wingtips, that don't go like that. Sit down, you see his cotton. No. And when you wear nice suits or certain materials, you get it cotton drawers gonna cause your joint to be drawing all up, and you're gonna be looking sloppy. You're gonna be looking like Cameron when he be having on nice suits, but he don't understand drawers and shit, so the nigga zipper be all down, and y'all be like, damn, Cam's sloppy. He not sloppy, he don't know what underwear to wear. It's certain pants and suits that Cameron wear, he not supposed to wear no drawers. He supposed to wear like a jock strap or something. Otherwise, his shit gonna be all bunching up, zipper gonna be coming down, be looking sloppy. But when you come from the hood, you like, I ain't putting on no jock strap unless I'm playing football. Think like football. You have to wear a jock strap because if you wear like boxers or something, you're gonna be the most uncomfortable dude on the football field. Like that. You have to know what you're supposed to wear when you're supposed to wear it. And it was a time when the women appreciated a man that could dress. Dressing is women thing, so they appreciate a man and know his shit. But we ain't in them times no more. Y'all like y'all dudes dusty, y'all, cause y'all a little dusty. Brian Carey said Mitch from Paid in Full woke up in his mother house and put on a $20,000 chain. Yeah, it be like that. That's why you got to have them priorities in order. To make sure you get. You can't tell nobody they priorities, so I can't say maybe that's good. Some of y'all young, that's good for you. To have a big chain, all the dope shit, and live with your mama. Other people, they say, nah, I need my freedom from my mama. Meaning some of y'all got good mamas. You ain't got no family. You ain't no relationship. So hopefully you helping your mama with the bills and shit like that. I ain't gonna never knock you on that. I mean, mamas need help. And if your mama's single and you get it, I ain't gonna never knock you on holding your mama down. I'll look at you as a real man, and a real woman should too. If a man tell you, I'll stay with my mother because I'm single, but I got money, and I take care of everything that I need to take care of, but until I get a girlfriend of some sort, I ain't gonna just leave my mama hanging. I don't see the point. I don't see the point in me paying rent over here, and then my mama struggling over here, and I'm doing all of that, and ain't even got no family. I might as well, you get it? I'm not saying me, I'm way past that point. I had a family since fucking 19, so. But I'm just saying for some of y'all, stay with your mother, help your mother. And that you can ball out and buy you big stupid chains or whatever you like, whatever you want. Just don't be like, insulting others. Because if they be like, well, I got my own crib and you ain't got shit really, you gonna be hurt. You wanna just appreciate whatever you got. If you the person with your own crib, say, I ain't got enough money to be getting all that extra shit because these bills is killing me. Well, you got your own shit, so you get it? You got something to stand on. They got something to stand on. Everybody got whatever they got to stand on. And, it's best for them, I suppose. Y'all too silly, man. Trill Chris said, do you know anyone that's close to being as wise as you are? Y'all in the dumbing down game. And y'all ain't even aware that y'all being dumbed out. And that shit getting worse and worse. But no, I haven't even met nobody that got the heart to like way too wise now. Y'all scared to talk to, y'all scared to speak in my presence. Because y'all like this nigga, get it? I'm gonna look dumb if he say something. It get like that. And the wiser I get, I suppose if I walked into a room, everybody would probably just go quiet and just be looking. Yeah, like that. The wiser you get my point. Ain't no resistance. Ain't no voice when you present. I'll just be panicking, like I'll listen and like, what is he gonna say? But I ain't a speaker. I ain't really big on speaking. I mean, you gotta ask me something. Other than that, in real life, whatever you saying ain't got nothing to do with me. I observe life, not words. So, whatever somebody talking about, it don't really make me no never mind. I wouldn't really care. Lamo said you should live in a cave and eat grass if you want to be free. Speaking of Brian Carey. If you want to be free, you gotta understand bills. That's what keep y'all bound to having to work. And so you have to look at your bills and put into your bills. Your bills is rent, light, gas. These are bills you're not never going to be able to avoid. You can get a mortgage, anything you could think of, but you always gonna be paying the city rent, light, and gas for the rest of your days. In that, you're gonna always have to have an income coming in or a job. This is where all y'all stress come from, and this is where y'all begin to sell y'all time. Not being able to live out y'all dreams or chase them or do other things y'all want. but lost into selling y'all time day to day to pay bills. And so you can get my magazine or the book, RDF, Moving Death Forever, Land and Resource Course. Go to upscaleknowledge.org and look for that book. I think it's on sale too, like $35 or something. So get it now while it's low. It's usually $100. But you get that book, you read through it, and it explains how you can get your own water system set up, your own light system set up. You get it, gas if you want, but it's not needed. And how you can put yourself in a situation where all you have is about $50 or $60 a year taxes that you pay. $50 or $60 taxes a year is like 50 cents a day, $1 a day, $2 a day. And that, you get it? You don't have to be stressing out about, I have to find a job or I'm gonna be fucked. You can kind of take your time in life and move about. Of course, you can't live directly in the city because you can't do anything that's being explained in the book in the city. But maybe 20 minutes outside the city limits, which ain't really far from the city, you can do a lot of the things I say in the book. In that, you have your freedom. You can always ride into the city. You get my point? A lot of y'all riding an hour, 2 hours just to get to work. That part. Meaning it wouldn't be no difference from you now. Some of y'all jobs is on the outskirts. You already get it. Your job is closer to off city limits. For you, it's perfect. Say shit, I can earn a living and don't have no expenses because I did everything Silas' book says, so I don't have no bills. You get my point? Meaning you can get your well dug and your septic system installed, and that you'll never have a water bill again. You can get your light set up. I explain in the book the cost of all these things and how to go about it. You can get your light set up and never have a light bill again. You can't do that in the city because they're going to make you get the cities, you get it? Plug into the city's utilities. But outside the city limits, you can. If you live in New York, outside the city limits can be anywhere from 45 minutes to 6 hours. You have areas 45 minutes outside of New York. That's like no man's land, meaning ain't no city or real community there. In that, you get my point? And get you some land there, that joint might be 45 minutes from Manhattan. An hour and 15 minutes from Manhattan. That ain't nothing to travel if you ain't got light, rent, gas, and none of that, and you can just earn money and not have nothing to spend it on in terms of business. In terms of bills. And that you can work part-time, work whenever you want, have more life. Like I said, all y'all burdens come from y'all bills. And so, once you learn that, that's the beginnings of you being free. Physically, in regards to the mind being free, that's a whole nother story. But in regards to you being free physically from having to slave yourself, which is interfering with you getting to know yourself, you have to groom y'all mind into y'all work, and that y'all become y'all work. The cop, is he a cop even off duty? His wife gotta remind him, leave that shit at the job. We ain't your goddamn criminals you chase, because the lines get blurred. Meaning, we become slaves. And that, whatever our work is, we become that as people, instead of becoming who we are. And so, that's why I wanted to get land and, like a big land for school. Because some of y'all are supposed to be teaching kids or whoever wants to learn how to plant seeds and things like that. That's what you truly want to do. That's what you do for a hobby for free. And that you're supposed to be getting compensated for that. Because the job is going to be done thoroughly because you do it for free anyway. You get it? And that people learn what they need to learn in life. Because the food is horrible. I don't think y'all realize it. By the next 5 years, we passed the next 5 years. I don't want to hold you. We not eating nothing. It's all bad. I'm going to just leave it like that. You better off eating microwave. We get into them times where you like, damn, the microwave food might be better than the real food they selling, because the real food can be put into the microwave now. Or buy a bag of rice, it got microwave directions on the back of it. You can't even trust that. You like, damn, this ain't no difference than those White Castle burgers I threw in the microwave. Meaning it's GMO food. A microwave ain't real fire and stove. It's some weird thing that the food got to be made to be compatible with it. And that, you know, the food ain't real. You can't put real chicken wings inside the microwave and think they gonna cook. Again, you can't go buy raw meat from the store seasoned and put it in the microwave on 50 minutes and think that thing gonna be, you get it? I don't know what you gonna pull out. Just raw pizzas. Real talk. We get into a time, man. If you know my path of life, or anybody that's on the true path of wisdom, it's about shedding your desires, eating, being one. This is why I fast a lot, you know. You don't want to have a big desire on eating and be dependent on that like that. Especially if you can go 3 weeks without eating before you die. You don't want to be that dependent where you got to eat multiple times a day and it's a part of, you get it? You want to be able to live and, you know, eat whenever you need. It ain't a big deal to you. Keep yourself slim and trim. Keep your energies up. You move around, do what you need to do. And so, that's freedom. When you don't have any monthly bills. I'm not sure if y'all being taught that, but that's freedom. When you young, if you learn young, okay, I'm about to get into a system where they're gonna be tying me down to rent like gas forever. And I'm gonna be paying that. Meaning you're gonna be paying rent or mortgage and utilities forever. They about to wrap you into that system. Meaning even if you get a mortgage, it's gonna be a 30-year mortgage, a 60-year mortgage. You gonna die before you pay it off. Most people that got a mortgage, they either lost it because they refinanced and then you get it, they couldn't handle them payments and wound up losing it. They either lose it in the taxes, meaning the taxes start going year after year not being paid, or they either lose it because they die before they finish paying it. The mortgage business, in regards to the government, that's just a ploy to like get a lot of money out of people, and then, you get my point? Think like this. You buy a house, you get the 30 to 60 year mortgage. You 30. You don't think you're going to fall into no hardship during those 30 or 60 years? Yeah, maybe you do. So you got to take a little loan out on your house, anything. Let's say you don't. You just pay it every month. It's not likely you're going to pay it off in them 30 years. But let's say you do. Now you 60. You say, I'm going to retire. You know, by the time you turn 80 years old, you're going to owe 10 years in taxes that you haven't been paying. Think about that. You paid that house off, but you still getting a $12 to $2,000 every year tax bill. After 10 years, $20,000. Then they take the house from you because you didn't pay the taxes. That part. That means they sold the whole house, got all the money for the house and the interest for the house out of you to then still overall get it back. There's not many people in life that can say, this is my great grandmother's house and it's still in the family. Think about it. Most people, if there was a family house, it's either still being paid on or then already got foreclosed or taken because the taxes wasn't paid. In that, do you get it? It's like a game. Anything that's that long, you want to stay away from it. You don't want to have no debt that's that long. That's crazy. Think about that. You want a 30-year debt? Y'all can't even keep y'all mind straight for the week. Y'all can't even commit to a relationship and let that last for 30 years. So you got to know you ain't going to want to be paying on that damn house for 30 years. You don't even want your husband no more. Y'all only been together for 5. Like that. Stay away from anything that's long like that. That's a setup. So, you young, get your game, take your time. Brian Carey said, would you advise the young to focus on generating as much cash flow as they can? No, I would advise the young to make sure that y'all come together, be unified, and do things in life and have fun. Life ain't about generating money. That's business and work. If all you got is business and work, you ain't got no life. And so y'all are getting lost in the old people talk that don't have no life. As long as you got enough to last through your day, you get my point? Meaning the young be talking about a whole bunch of money, but y'all ain't got none. Y'all ain't got skills to get none. And you get it become a stupid talk. Y'all young, get outside, play, have fun. You in your early 20s, go to the bar, go wherever you want to go, where people gonna be, network, talk to people, have a routine. Y'all think life is about making money. Life is about you having fun and good fellowship. It is best that you have a bunch of people in your life, and this one got this going on tomorrow, and that one got that going on tomorrow, and now you have something to do every day. They invited you to come out, now you got somewhere to go tomorrow. Y'all get lost on money, and then y'all don't have no life, nothing to do. Do you get my point? Life is not old people talk when you're lost in like so much bills, you're trying to figure out how you gonna get money. So if you young, I advise y'all to stop competing with each other and work together. And that y'all probably will have money and shit like that. And more than that, y'all have time to do things y'all want. If you young, y'all need to be having like roller skate weekend. Where all y'all in the neighborhood come together and go roller skate. And I will pay for some shit like that. I'm sure it's a bunch of other adults like me that's like, yeah, I'll pay for that. If y'all ain't gonna just hang around in the neighborhood looking fucking stupid, go out there, go roller skate and go talk to some girls. Next week, go skiing. Keep y'all time occupied. Meaning have fun and experience new things. Go mountain climbing. You need, you need order. And so for most of y'all, you just need order in your life. You need to know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm doing my yoga, then I'm doing my quick workout, then I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to eat my breakfast, and you get it? I'm not saying if you somebody that wake up and got to go to work every day, your day is already planned for you. But let's say you're free, but you're like, I don't know what to do with myself now because my days have always been already pre-planned for me. I go to work. Now that I'm free, I don't know what to do. And you have to make your own schedule now. So you have to find a routine that is going to be good for you, that's going to benefit you. So you say, man, I want to get in shape. I want to do this or that. So now you have to structure your day where you put a little time into that, and do things you like. That's the main point. If you're free, you want to be doing things you like. I'm getting lost in the online talk where y'all like, I want to travel here and travel there. You ain't even been nowhere in your own fucking city. You don't even know what's there. You just want to sound like you down with society. You get it? In that, y'all are like shallow-minded. Y'all don't really know nothing in terms of the things that you gonna remember. I was with my homeboy yesterday. We was riding around. And he was telling me how when he first came home, and another dude that we know first came home, how they walked from 34th Street to Harlem, Hum 40th. That's where the other dude from, Hum 40th and Lenox. And he was telling me, man, I remember we walked, he was like, that was a good day, man. We just came home. We wasn't outside in so long. And I was like, you see how you noticed that shit? But you don't remember, all the balling shit that might have happened after and all the big moments that's supposed to be so big, but you remember the dustiest shit ever. And he just kind of grinned like, oh shit, yeah, that's real. I'm trying to get in to see yo, it's the simple things we remember. The most simplest, littlest things is the things y'all gonna remember. The real shit. All the fake shallow-minded shit we like to do for attention, y'all not gonna remember none of that. It don't hold no merit for y'all because it's not for y'all. It's for the world to speak about when y'all dead. But the things y'all gonna remember is the small little moments. Like how my boy said, man, we walked from 34th Street all the way to 40th, basically saying that's a long ass walk. He's driving now. You get it? Like that. I said, you ain't gonna remember that you was driving. You remember the walk. You get it? Life strange like that. Y'all better make sure y'all getting the little moments. Because that's everything. You get my point? If you can be aware of the little moments in your life, you make sure you get the most out of it. Otherwise, it's just going to be a memory for you, and you're going to be thinking to yourself like, damn, I could have did more with that moment. I'm sure my boy was thinking, damn, when we was walking from 34th to 40th, I could have did a lot more than I did. Like that. Make the most of your moments. The small ones. You know, the normal life. Life is a normal thing. And so once y'all kind of get that down pat, everything be everything. Brian Carey said, I agree about the simple moments matter most, but would you tell a 27-year-old millionaire they played it wrong? If you are a 27-year-old millionaire, I tell you, you are very... You need to send me 100,000, my boy. Like, I don't know why you want to disrespect the wise one, but that's what I would tell you first. Send me a nice gift back, champ, because you have more than those that do give back. After that, I wouldn't have to tell a millionaire nothing because they already know that. You get it? The millionaire already a millionaire, so they already see like, yeah, life boring because it ain't that many of us. It's lonely at the top. Shit dry. Y'all forget that. It's very little of the good. Ain't that much of the good shit. So you got to keep your mind open. There's way more poor people than rich people. When that rich people ain't got much to do in terms of people. This is why the rich people, they like to get involved in hood politics and shit like that and monetize those things because it's interesting. If you live in the suburbs, it's not boring in your neighborhood. Because in the projects right now, they rolling dice. They're on the monkey bars doing all the shit that y'all click online to watch. They're just doing it in the ghetto right now. It's shit you see every day for free. You don't have to get on TV to see that. Somebody getting beat up in the ghetto right now, you don't have to go online and watch fights online. Somebody getting punched in their face right now. Somebody getting chased up the block and shot at right now. You get it? There's a chick walking around naked right now. Whatever you could think of is happening in the inner cities and the ghettos. If you don't have to be there, it's fun. Like, even if you gotta be there, it's exciting. Ain't none of that happening in the suburbs in the rich area. So do you get it? The rich person already know, like, the money is a shallow thing. You get a lot of money, the best thing you could do with that is make something real happen for people. And that those people love you. Now you have a community, and I suppose they will all have something going on at some point. In that you have your days full, or you always have access to do something if you have nothing going on. Do you get it? Or you could just do like Love said. I bought a $300 hat. And all the little kids in my neighborhood that got fucked up hats, that ain't my business. Put everything in perspective. And Jim Carrey or Brian Carey, make sure you send my money, big baby. Some of my subscribers really are millionaires. But a millionaire's ego is a different kind of thing, you know. The more you have, the more you think you don't have to be unfair. You don't have to be fair, so it gets tricky when you're dealing with the wealthy. You know, I find myself having to straighten them out on their unfair perspective. You know, the more you have, the more you don't have to listen. In that, you get my point? They don't feel like it matters if they're wrong or not. You get it? They like that. What are you gonna do? I already have everything. So you get it when you're dealing with the wealthy. They can be quite strange, you know? Some of y'all poor, you're gonna get wealthy. You might get a little strange like that. Kind of keep your balance if you can. Other than that. Boss man said, I'm in a strange middle ground between ghetto, suburbia, nature, and I love it. Your balance is good. Get to the place where you don't see none of them places as different, except for nature. Nature just being a place where you can be by yourself for a moment. Suburbs, the ghettos, not so much, but there's no suburbs or ghettos truly. There's just people. And so, once you get familiar with people, I don't know how else to tell you that. Meaning the wealthy person, the poor person, people. It don't really get too much different. It ain't that much room for so much different. The only difference will lie in the material things, but in regards to the mind and, you know, what matters. The rich man got a drinking problem. The poor nigga got the same. You get it? Everybody got more in common, and then they try to act like they don't. That's the best way I could tell you. You get older enough and you fear in your ways, you'll see that. Everybody like to act like they so much different, but everybody got more in common than they don't. The rich man got more in common with the poor motherfucker than he act like he don't. His mama just died. The poor nigga's mama just died. They gonna do the same shit. It's weird like that. And so that's why I say don't get lost into titles and all that dumb shit, man. Everybody the same for the most part. Everybody got the same reality. Because we all in the same reality. You got more than me in the reality. Y'all got more than this person in the reality. But we all got the same reality. That part. We in a reality playing and like whoever can get the most win the game. But that wasn't never the game. We just lost into society. They pumped that dumb shit in our head. Now we really living like that. Like whoever can become a billionaire. Then what? That wasn't never the goal. What is that? What would that matter? Your people still gonna die. You still gonna die. You still gonna have whatever life struggles there are. And that, what are we talking about? Nothing. Distraction games. So the young are chasing money. They all want to be billionaires. But who cares? What does that have to do with life? That's gonna make your mama not die? No. It's not going to make nothing change for you in life. It's just going to make it where you could cover up shit better than the next person. You got a sickness with yourself, so you could go get it covered up. Make yourself look like nothing's wrong with you. Maybe the poor man can't. Maybe you old and your teeth fell out and the poor man teeth fell out. And you can go get your teeth covered up and fake ones put in. But you get my point? Still what you are, it's all still the same reality, and you still have the same struggles with your gums that they do. Beneath the fake teeth. That part. When it's time for the teeth to go, it's time for the teeth to go. You could pretend like, no, these fake ones will work. Whoever y'all see of a certain age, their teeth and gums bother them, it wouldn't matter. You get it? Old age, them bones is hurting. Get it? You can get that skin snatched 50,000 times. You're old and wrinkled. It's about becoming content with reality. Y'all think it's about covering up all y'all flaws. It's about becoming comfortable with y'all flaws till they become y'all glories. DMX barking is a flaw. I mean, you fucking retarded and you need to be in special ed. But it's his highest attribute. And I'm sure when he was in the ghetto barking, they was like, dude's a crackhead and throwed off. Walk around barking like a weirdo. You need to be in the mental hospital. But in the music business, you get it. Pride and glory. His flaw of barking, you get it? That's everything. That's what make y'all like him. Some of y'all like that. Shit, Lizzo fat. Her fatness. People like it. Do you get it? And she's sitting around listening to y'all for what? She got millions of fans that say they like her fat and that. What is there to argue about a kid? You get my point? Y'all flaws are flaws because y'all view them as that. You don't have to view it as that, then it won't be that. Again, it's a bunch of people that like Lizzo fat more than y'all that's running your mouth against it. So she won right there. If you say, oh, shit fake, man, they rigged the system. Shit, you can only rig the system so much. You get my point? Besides that, y'all all like Lizzo until she did one thing or two things y'all don't like. In that, you can't reach that far and be like, no, it's rigged. Ain't that rigged? You liked her on your own until you decided you didn't want to. The same with Cat Williams. He don't like Kevin Hart and all these dudes because it's rigged. But truly, he liked them on his own at one point in time before he decided he didn't want to. When you be real like that, then you get my point. Y'all all got talents, man. Everybody can live their life and you get it. Enjoy their talents. Let the world enjoy their talents. And, if you black, we got to get off the jealousy stuff and the tearing down stuff. You get it? Just have the mindset. If I'm supportive, I'm going to get support. I'll get my turn. If I don't, the grind is everything. That's the moment. Not when you make it, but the grind itself. So if you're lucky enough to be able to grind towards your goal, that's it right there. You get it? Every rapper remember they grind. They don't remember when they got the big deal and all the money. Drake don't remember nothing now. He high now. But he remember that grind because that's when everything was happening for him. Now everything fake. He don't even know what's truly what. But before that, the grind was everything. And same with some of y'all. You in the grinding stages. You making your little bit of money that you can make, but it ain't what you really want. But you get it? You active, and that's everything right there once you make it. That's the end of the movie. You get my point? You don't want to rush to the end of the movie, so enjoy the grind. That's everything. There you go, champ. Wonderful horseshoe. You come into the world with nothing and you leave with nothing. That's why you want to get to a place when you get to a certain age, you stop having desires because you can't bring it with you. And while you accumulating new shit and you 60 years old, you're going to be dead soon. You need to be getting to a place where you don't have those attachments being as though you about to depart. You don't want to be bound to something that you got to leave. You want to come to terms with that. And so if you up in age, you need to be grinding towards those things. You like to eat a lot, you like to do this a lot, you need to be grinding yourself to draw away from things and, come to a content with self place where you don't need excess things or outside of yourself things to make you feel good like the young. You don't need new sneakers or new clothes or new nothing. You're content. I'm not telling you not to take care of yourself, but I don't want you to be dependent. Where you like the young, where you like, I gotta have. You want to get to a place where the things ain't needed. In that, you can pass on gracefully. We all gonna die, so you just want to pass on gracefully. Where you leaving with no bitterness on your heart. And it's good. Everybody feel good when you go knowing, now they died good. They wasn't sad or nothing, they was good. You want to pass in grace. You truly don't want to leave nothing behind. You want people to let you go. Keep you in your heart. You get my point? You want in all truth for your people to be better off than you. And that you leaving them anything is redundant. Think if y'all have kids and all your kids got way more shit than you. In that, you rather be in position where you can leave them something, or you like, I'd rather that. Even knowing they ain't even have to ever depend on me. They good. I know they good because they got their own. You want to die like that. You don't want to die where you like, damn, I'm leaving this, but I don't know if my people's going to be able to make it work. So a lot of y'all need to think in that way. It ain't about leaving your kids and your family members some, but if you in position where you can put them in position, that's your best shot. Put them in a position where they make a have more than you. That way you get my point. And die in grace. Jason Elder, my channel ain't for that, champ. Salam, shalom. And so hopefully y'all grasp. Now I'm about to depart. I'm gonna come back and do this quick video explaining the true teachings of YHWH. You can become a channel member. If enough of y'all gave back, then I'll just do it live publicly and leave it up. I'm gonna check when I get off this video who gave back and what's what. Other than that, join the channel, become a channel member. That way you have access to all the videos. Get the wisdom, apply it to yourself, and grow as a person. Y'all gonna flip-flop between the dualities of life until y'all find, the balance, which is where you grasp both sides. It's just one thing. It's half of a whole. The man and the woman is just halves of a whole. Day and night is just two halves of one whole thing. And when you grasp that, you get my point. You don't have no bitterness or no biasness to either side, fully understanding both sides fulfill the other. It make a way for the other. And it's not about me taking sides or getting lost in the sides. It's about me being above it. Like a parent to two kids who arguing back and forth. You need to be above it. So we need to get there in life. Salam, shalom. Like Jimmy Infinity said, click the like button if you have it. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want to give back, you can click one of my channels, one of my videos descriptions, because I don't think I'll put it in here. I'll be forgetting. But my links for you to give back is there. You can go to my website. There's a Tide link. You can click it and now if y'all don't have no questions, I'm about to depart. Make sure y'all growing as people. Genuinely. Some of y'all might be watching now. You like Silas getting older. He either acting extra nice to reach us maybe. I told y'all when I was younger, come back when I'm 50. If you're worried about how I conduct myself, then just come back when I'm older, like 50. I'm 33 right now. Y'all not messing up my fun. Some of y'all remember I said that when I was young. Fucking up my fun. I got wise too early, but I'm not about to let y'all make me some old man. Well, I'm getting old now. I'm almost close to 50 now, so you get my point? Some of y'all can come on. Some of y'all that been waiting. I wait for his conduct to get better and he stopped using the word nigga and cursing so much. Well, you can start drawing towards this way. I'm getting older now. It just ain't in my nature to curse. Y'all getting too young. It ain't close no more. When I first started, I was 33. The most younger than me you could be is like 10 years, 12 years. But it's different now. I'm 42. Some of y'all motherfuckers is younger than my kids now, so it's different. You get my point? I ain't trying to be yelling at no little kids, and you get my point. Shit is beneath me. You shouldn't even be talking to me like how you talking. So, like I said, you just get better with age. Life will do everything. You just kick back and enjoy your time. And so you get my point. I'm just getting older. I ain't working myself up. Boss man says Solace has broken down YHWH like 100 times already. Yeah, but I ain't explained to y'all if I ask y'all how you supposed to worship YHWH and how does that work? We got the Christian one, which is the overwriting of the original. So how does the original worship or whatever you would call it, how does that work so we can be in line with whatever we supposed to be. I don't have a clue. I didn't explain that. I just explained to y'all that y'all got everything wrong. So, just because you know you got a thing wrong don't mean you got it right yet. YHWH equals four corners of the earth equals spelled out you. Yeah, it's pronounced you. YHWH got to do with the east, that direction. So it's not the four corners. The four corners, north, south, east, and west. When you're dealing with YHWH, how they call Jesus a Nazarene, they're speaking before the physical. They're saying that this entity is coming from the east. Remember, if you understand that YHWH is a substance, a liquid, well, liquids come from the sky, so it's coming from whatever direction it is. Look at it like the sun rises in the east, in the direction. They're saying like that. Nazarene is like, Yad Hey, Vav Hey is like direction. Many different things, sounds as well, but it's an east thing, like a northeast, southeast. That's all the directions of east. But it goes deep, like I said. Y'all still have the fake understandings. You know the Bible stuff. Now I'm gonna take a little moment to myself, and then I'll come back in an hour or so and do this YHWH thing. Salam, shalom.